Hey, Jessica, how are you?
Good, good, thanks, and thank you very much for joining me today on myFM. Now, first off, you were the second runner-up for Miss America, so obviously you're into pageants and all that. What made you want to audition for Survivor?
Well, I was never really a diehard pageant girl. You know, I wasn't one of the toddlers and tiaras type. In fact, when I told my parents I was going to do my first pageant, they were both academics. I think their reaction was something along the lines of, "Can you do something useful with your time? Like finish college?" You know, so there wasn't a whole lot of support. But it was something that I wanted to do. It was a challenge. It was scholarship money. You know, once somebody tells me I can't do something, then I'm really committed to doing it.
Yeah.
And so that was exactly what happened with Survivor, the opportunity to win money, the chance to extend my horizons and travel, and then, you know, to hear every single person in my life who was told I'm going to do the show kind of, you know, do like the spit take laugh.
Yeah.
You are going to do Survivor? Oh my gosh.
Exactly.
Are you sure you can live a day without your bellman? It was nothing but jokes. So, it ended up being more about proving it to me than it was proving it to them that I could do it, and I'm so proud of myself.
So how surprised were you when you were voted out of Survivor South Pacific?
I was over the river and through the woods beyond surprised.
Yeah.
I did not see that coming. That was a blind. I mean, if you're going to go, I mean, that's the way to go. In Survivor, you know, a blind side. It's something that's orchestrated because you're a threat. You know, so in some ways, I got to take it as a pat on the back. You know, I got the whole Survivor experience, teamed up with a returning player, I got blindsided, went to redemption. I got the whole package.
You sure
and
did.
still didn't have to, you know, weather it out for another brutal however many days they're out there for.
So what or who do you think led to your eviction?
I think that my alliance with Ozzy was what put me on the chopping block. I think that to take me out of the equation weakens him, and it puts an even number on the tribe. And I think that Jim kind of felt back and forth. Jim was always kind of part of the group we called Final Four, Final Five. And then once he found that he could kind of get his fingers around Cochran and Dawn, realized that, hey, if he can make it 3-3, then the chances are much better of him advancing. Because, you know, like Keith and Whitney and Ozzy and I would definitely have voted Jim out.
Yeah. Now, we did see you and Ozzy get pretty close, so I guess you kind of just answered that question. Do you regret becoming as close to him as you did?
I don't regret it. I just regret that it apparently was as obvious, or that people were able to pick up on it as much as they were.
Yeah.
Because we made an effort to go out of our way to be like, you know, let's keep it low key. You know, the things you see on the show, these little vignettes of, you know, like standing up out of the shelter, standing up out of the hammock. These are the exceptions to the rule. We didn't even talk to each other during the day. You know, he'd go out on the boat, people would go fishing. Do you want to come? Nope, I'm good. You know, didn't want to be associated with them because I just didn't want that to damage my chances. But, you know, it is a game, and people played it well.
So let's talk about Redemption Island. You and Christine were faced in what looked like a really difficult shuffleboard challenge. How hard was that challenge?
Oh my gosh, that stupid shuffleboard challenge was harder than you'd ever believe.
Yeah.
It was different. The discs were really heavy, and the table was covered in sand on purpose. And I've been telling everyone that I feel like it's a very anticlimactic ending, because I thought going into Survivor, I'm going to scale waterfalls, I'm going to zip line over shark-infested waters, you know, I'm going to have to eat bugs. And ultimately what led to me being booted out was 2 ounces of masticated pig. In the challenge, and then a Redemption Island duel that was basically proving that I'm bad at billiards.
So I bet you will never play shuffleboard ever again.
Probably not. Probably not. I have no desire to learn. I think my shuffleboard days are out.
My days would be over too. So would you be on Survivor again?
Oh, it's too soon to ask.
Yeah.
The thing is, I love competition. I live for competition. I mean, that's why I did pageants. It wasn't because I love attention. I could live under a rock the rest of my life and be happy. It's the competition. If I did go into it, I'd go into it a much wiser player. But reality TV is just so tough. So maybe I'm more suited for something like, I don't know, Big Brother.
Yeah, Big Brother.
Certainly not something like Rock'Alone.
Yeah. Now, my last question to you then is, who are you rooting for to win Survivor South Pacific?
Christine. She is a tough cookie. We got along like peas and carrots, and I did not expect to because I told her outright, I said, when I first heard you talk, I didn't like you. Mm-hmm. And you can say whatever you want to say about me, but I can say the truth. I didn't really like you. You just had a very harsh personality, and I didn't think we'd get along. And it turns out she's this amazing person, hilarious, a big heart, and was so uplifting. I mean, there's no one else who I can think of that deserves to make it further than $1 million, than Christine. Absolutely, because she laughed in the face of nature and in the face of Redemption Island, and it's Christine 12, everyone else 0. You know.
Well, Elyse, I wish you the best of luck with whatever else comes your way, even if you end up on Big Brother.
I know, thank you. I think about trying to solve world hunger, because now that I've tried to do Miss America and Survivor, I'm convinced there isn't much I can't do.
Okay. Yep, that's true. Yes. Well, good luck, and thank you so much for joining me today on myFM.
Thank you. You too. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.